Happy New Year! Am I the only one that gets excited on New Year's? I love New Year. I love the fresh start, the starting over, all the new goals and resolutions. It's just awesome. So I wanted to come and share with you my 2014 goals. I broke them down into categories. So the first area is my new business and my fitness, and for my new business, I want to read a minimum of 12 personal development books, one for each month, and I am finishing up this one this month, 15 Valuable Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell. It's a really good book. I'll put a link below if you're interested. It's awesome. So I want to continue. I want to have this one completed by the end of January and then start a new book in February and one each month. So I read a little bit every day. My next business goal is to move up in rank in my business to the highest level as possible. So I'm really striving for that this year, and I'm going to get there. And my fitness goal is to have a six-pack of abs. I want to be ripped. So I've lost weight. I'm happy with all the weight I've lost, but now it's time to tone up, see some muscle definition, and I'm ready for it. Okay, so now for my spiritual growth. This is where I feel I could have done a lot better last year, even though I did do my devos and stuff like that, but just not as consistently. So this year I've set a goal to read through the entire Bible in the year. I started on the 1st, and in concordance with that daily reading, I'm keeping a daily scripture journal, and I got this from TJ Maxx for $4.99. And I think it's so pretty. I love the color. I love the saying. It's awesome. So what I did was I wrote in all of the dates, and then I went and numbered all the pages. So every day that I read my daily reading from my app, I just write down a verse that spoke to me that day. Just one verse. So one verse a day. This book is big enough to probably last me until the end of 2015. So 2 years. That's nice. So that's definitely one of my goals, is to read the Bible in a year and to have my daily scripture journaling, which for me it's going to be the one verse a day. And also when I go to church, I do still keep another journal or a notebook to take notes in church while I listen to the pastor speaking, or while I listen to teachings online or on the radio or anything like that. So these stay in my Bible holder and goes with me to church every time that I go. Another goal for me in the home is to do a better job in upkeeping the home, as far as keeping a cleaning routine and sticking to it, and just being better about having the house a little bit more tidy, especially since the boys are definitely, and they do chores. They're old enough to do chores and help keep things clean, so there's no excuse for it to really get out of hand. So I definitely want to work on that and improve that, and then teach them the importance of having that responsibility of helping maintain their living space. Now for a few of my craft goals. I want to definitely learn a new craft this year. Every year I like to learn a new craft, and I'm just a crafty person, and I love YouTube, so I always learn new things on YouTube, and it's so awesome. Another one of my goals related to crafts is to create my own do-it-yourself journal. Basically, I want to bind my own book and make my own journals, so that way I can use them for whatever I want to use them for. Another craft project I have is to complete Azariah's blanket, which I started over Christmas when we went to visit my mom. And here it is. It's much bigger than this. It's folded up, but you see the color scheme. So I want to complete that, and then I want to start and complete a blanket for Micah. And another one is I also want to crochet a nice throw for our living room, to have over the back of our couch, so if we're watching a movie or anything, we can just snuggle up and it'll just be there. The last crochet goal for the year is to actually teach Kwame and Malachi, the 2 older boys, to crochet. They've been asking for a while, especially Kwame. My goal for YouTube is to be more consistent with my videos. Some goals in pertaining to family. I definitely want our family to continue participating in charities. Like every year our family as a whole participates in Operation Christmas Child, or we put together goodie bags to hand out to the homeless. So I definitely want us to continue that, and I want to start incorporating more family nights, whether it's a game night or a movie night or just hanging out. Another one is to take the boys camping and fishing. For my own personal goals, I want to read more books aside from my Bible reading plan and my personal development for work. I want to read more books just for me because I enjoy reading. So this is something I've been reading for a while. It's by Fern Michaels and it's called Mr. and Miss Anonymous, and I really like it, and I couldn't put it down for like 2 days straight, and then I just got out of it and I haven't been able to pick it back up. Another goal of mine is to continue this Perpetual Calendar that I started last year. When I wrote down the first entry on January 1st and I read what I wrote last year, it just made me laugh because reading it just brought back that memory, and that's something that I probably wouldn't have remembered just because. Aside from that Perpetual Calendar, I definitely want to continue journaling. I'm going to try to do it daily, and I started this in December 1st. In regards to journals go, a goal for my marriage is for me and my husband to do a kind of like a love letter journal, like a back and forth, where we both write to each other in this one book. Last but definitely not least, this is probably the second most important after my daily devotions with God, is to have regular date nights. I mean, it doesn't have to be at night, but just have regular dates where it's alone time with just me and my husband. We just take the kids to their grandparents or a babysitter and just have time just for us. I would love to hear what you're striving for this year. Dream big, like crazy big. What do you want to accomplish this year? Right now you might think it's impossible, but if you keep working for it little by little every day, you can get there and you can achieve awesome things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this one was kind of long because I had so many goals this year and I'm sorry, but thank you for sticking with me.